Greetings, this is the COVID-19 update for 04/06/2020. China. I know too much about China. China's gifts to the world. You can see on the upper left a panda, comes only from China. Terracotta soldiers, only in China, along with other Chinese history. Chinese food, of course, all over the world, but real Chinese food is hard to find outside of China. And of course, Chinese ladies, if you like that kind of stuff. And China's gifts to the world. Upper left picture shows babies on respirators because of air pollution. Ivory, endangered species. Orange rivers that dump into our oceans. Orange, red, green, whatever. Toxic rivers. An ocean, a continent full of plastic sitting in the Pacific Ocean. Global warming on the upper right, that's what Shanghai will look like if the water rises 2 feet. Lower left, dead fish because of toxins in the rivers. Massive air pollution. Censorship, this is Chai Jing. Chai Jing should be the president of China, but instead she was hushed up after spending her own money to make this masterpiece of a documentary, Under the Dome. And on the right, forced joint ventures and Chinese intellectual property theft. They force you into going into business with a Chinese company because we're a developing country, and then they make Volkswagens in another plant and sell them to Indonesia. That's what China's like. China's gifts to the world. Coronavirus now. Upper left is Italy. These trucks that came to pick up bodies to take them out of the city, Bergamo, to burn the bodies because there was no place to put them. Upper right, Madrid. Lower right, Germany. Lower left, France. Coronavirus, bird flu, swine fever. Why is China is so susceptible to disease and outbreaks? Coronavirus outbreaks risk reviving the stigma for China. America's gifts to the world. Well, liberating countries like France and China on the right. The battle of the, in Germany or in Europe on the left, and the battle in the Pacific on the right. And below, liberating Kuwait. Other gifts to the world. Important gifts, more important gifts. Electric guitars, jeans, Steinway pianos, a lot of musical instruments. Motorcycles, namely Harleys. Baseball caps. Baseball caps. Who in the world doesn't wear jeans and baseball caps? That's a big gift to the world. And of course, smartphones. That might be the biggest gift to the world. Sports. American professional football, upper left, expanding to the UK very soon, maybe this year, but might be a delay because of coronavirus. Basketball in the NBA, upper right, and baseball, the favorite sport of Taiwan and South Korea, and of course, Japan. Another gift to the world, 376 Nobel Prizes, and this was as of 2018. I didn't see the new numbers for 2019, but considerably more Nobel Prizes than the rest of the world. America's gifts to the world. We have a new gift to show you. Zooming in here on California and into the San Francisco Bay Area and to the Bay and to a building, 201 Gateway Boulevard, which is the home of Distributed Bio, a startup company. Dr. Jacob Glanville, and his team at Distributed Bio. This is his team. Smiling bunch of people here. They have reason to celebrate. For legitimizing the new science of computational immunoengineering. You can see some of the work. That's an application that they wrote on the right, lower right. And for engineering 5 new human antibodies to cure COVID-19. So this is the biggest gift to the world, and this is coming very soon. This is ready. We just need to fund the testing on this, and then we need to fund the upscaling. So this guy and his team should win a Nobel Prize for medicine. You know, these people are brilliant, and they work tirelessly to get this cure out. And this cure is better than a vaccine because it works faster. Vaccines go into your body and then they cause your body to make antibodies. These are the antibodies. He's given you the antibodies, 5 of them, 5 different antibodies that will all kill COVID-19. And it's better than a drug because some drugs work to cure coronavirus, and you know, for some people, there's not one drug so far. You know, we have so many drugs, remdesivir and hydrochloroquine, and, you know, all kinds of new drugs. And, you know, they're mostly effective, but they're not as effective as these antibodies. So what's great about these antibodies is you can put them in someone who is in the hospital on a respirator and heal them like a drug, only it's more effective than a drug. You can also give them to doctors and medical staff, and it works like a vaccine where the antibodies will be in their body and they'll be immune to COVID-19 and other coronaviruses. Now, if only our dysfunctional federal government, no other way to describe them, it's a war zone between Democrats and Republicans. It's amazing that they get anything done, like the, you know, $2 trillion package. If they would get off their asses and focus on funding the solution, funding meaning the phase trials. We're going to have phase trials coming up. Right now, these antibodies have been given to the U.S. military for some safety checking, and to the European Union, some people over there that are going to be doing some trials. And then we need upscaling and, you know, to get the antibodies up to millions of copies and then hundreds of millions of copies and pass it out to the rest of the world. Okay, that's all we have. I appreciate your time.